Hello and welcome to Abjay series. Just a few months ago, the man said to be Senegal's next president, Bassirou Diomaye Faye, was sitting in a prison cell, a relatively unknown figure outside his political party, PASTEF. However, a lot has changed for him since the party's outspoken leader, Ousmane Sonko, who was also detained, was charged with insurrection in July and barred from running in elections to succeed President Macky Sall. That cleared the way for Faye to emerge from the shadow of his former boss and eventually from prison, take over the race, and on March 25, 2024, the day of his 44th birthday, emerged as victor after his opponent conceded defeat. The fact is that Africa is undergoing a series of leadership upsets that has seen the rise of relatively young middle-aged men take up the reins of power and determined to bring the much-needed change Africa needs. Bassirou Diomaye Faye is one of such men, who against all odds emerged the president-elect of Senegal. The middle-aged man, who is 44 years of age, found himself contending with old career politicians in the lead-up to the 2024 Senegalese elections. In this video, we will talk about the impressive, sustained rise of Bassirou Diomaye Faye and how he went from being a prisoner to becoming the president-elect. Bassirou Diomaye Faye, born on March 25, 1980 in Ndiagaino, a town in the western part of Mbo, Senegal, defied all odds to emerge as the president-elect of Senegal at the age of 44. His journey from a humble background to the highest office in the land is nothing short of extraordinary. Faye's early years were marked by determination and a quest for knowledge. In 2000, he earned his baccalaureate and later pursued higher education, obtaining a master's degree in law. His academic prowess earned him a spot at the prestigious National School of Administration, ENA, and the magistracy in 2004. It was during his tenure as a tax collector in the Tax and Estates Department that Faye's political consciousness began to take shape. He formed a close bond with Ousmane Sonko, a fellow alum from ENA, and together they navigated the complex landscape of Senegalese politics. As Sonko rose to prominence as the leader of the newly founded PASTEF party, Faye stood by his side, becoming one of the party's most influential figures. His dedication and strategic acumen soon catapulted him to the position of General Secretary of PASTEF in February 2021, following Sonko's arrest on allegations of rape. Faye's journey to the presidency was not without its challenges. In April 2023, he found himself behind bars, in prison, charged with a litany of offenses including spreading false news and undermining state security. He was arrested in April 2023, a few months before his political colleague Sonko was also held, and charged with contempt of court and defaming magistrates, charges Faye had denied. Crucially, on Senegalese Constitutional Council in January 2024, paving the way for a historic presidential campaign. Throughout his campaign, Faye vowed to usher in a new era of governance, marked by transparency, accountability, and economic prosperity. He promised to tackle corruption head-on, reform the judicial system, and renegotiate contracts to ensure the equitable distribution of resources. Faye's release from prison in March 2024 was met with jubilation from his supporters and garnered widespread endorsements from political heavyweights, including former President Abdoulaye Wade. His message of unity and progress resonated with the Senegalese people, propelling him to the forefront of the presidential race. Faye's vision for Senegal is one of systemic change and left-wing Pan-Africanism. He has pledged to reduce presidential powers, fight French economic dominance, and implement monetary reforms to reclaim Senegal's sovereignty. Despite the rigors of political life, Faye remains grounded by his family and close friendships. He shares a strong bond with Ousmane Sonko, and they share an enduring friendship with a shared commitment to the Senegalese people. Thanks for joining us today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you later.